So, in essence, the term assigned female at birth, I hope folks will understand that the term can unintentionally obscure the real systemic causes of health disparities, violence, abuse, and oppression that women and girls face, through no fault of our own. So what happens is women feel blamed. And so rather than addressing the systemic roots of the health disparities and rather than dealing with that, we're not doing that. We're using terms like assigned female at birth. And if it doesn't bother you, that's wonderful. That's cool. That's cool. But know that there are some women who are bothered, and those women should not have to say, submit, comply, and obey, and say, okay, you're right, I'm going to agree. It doesn't bother me. Even if it does bother them, those women should have their say too. If it doesn't bother you, fine, have your say. If it does bother, some women are going to, we want to make space for those women to say, nope, bothers me. I don't like it. I do feel blamed. I do, I feel a kind of way. I don't like it. And I didn't ask for this. This is just it. I'm just me. This just me being the noun I am. You're acting like I made a series of choices. And by the way, in this world, if it was a choice, you would have took it away from me because I'm a woman or a girl and it would have been a challenge on a ballot somewhere. Yeah, that I would hope that some of those, big hospitals and big universities, I guess in them using it, they, want to throw their weight that way. But it only says to women, I'm not listening to you. You're not worth listening to. And saying to us things like, well, see, this is the inclusive way. Inclusive to whom? Inclusive to whom? If I told you I don't like it, and there's a group of us saying we don't like it, that's not inclusive. And we told you why. And you're going to throw it back at us and say, oh, that's inclusive. Stop. No. We can have genuine and authentic inclusivity and not frosted cake inclusivity and authenticity that people say, here, it's inclusive. No. And not pushing and bullying women into submitting and complying to something that just doesn't feel inclusive of them too. Or in terms of their health being acknowledged and how you speak about our health. And if it's an oppressive situation or crisis, like what is going on in various places throughout the world that women are dealing with, and only women are dealing with, and only women and girls are dealing with, that you don't foist this on people and say, you must submit, you must comply. Because what does that make you if you're not listening to the people who this impacts? Listen to those voices. It's not always going to sound like what you want it to sound like. But it's worth a listen. It's worth a listen. It's worth a listen. To me, I'm just going to put it out. It just sounds like a Freudian slip to me. You always thought it was our fault, and you're just going on ahead. I always thought this was your fault, and this way, I get to say it this way, and it's socially acceptable for me to say it because, yes, in my heart, I always thought it was your fault. I always thought it was your fault if you got sick when you were pregnant. Yeah, I think it's your fault. Yeah, I think it's your fault if something violent or abusive happens. I think it's your fault. I sure do. I think it's your fault if you're oppressed because saying, well, why didn't she just leave? And then we looked at ask that if it's in the home. You ask that if it's in a certain country. When we say it doesn't matter what it is, The first 5 statements are going to be, the first 10 are going to be blaming. So miss us with that. But why don't you ask those dudes why they're doing this? You won't do that, will you? You won't ever do that. Ever. Because it's always our fault. And so this terminology, though I understand that there's an intent there, it's not doing what it set out to do. When women hear, I'm blamed again. I'm blamed again. I'm blamed again. And if you pride yourself on being an organization that serves women, on being a corporation that welcomes women, a church or whatever you have, you will listen to women when they tell you something and not hide behind statements like this and then say, no, I'm being socially good. See, I'm being socially good when other people are saying, it don't sound very socially good to me at all. That's extremely harmful to women. Thank you very much for listening. And speaking of listening, let us listen to the words of women and girls. We can all be adults and try to have this dialogue and have conversations that don't hide behind these flags that say socially good when they ain't socially good. And listen to women and girls and our concerns, because we are human beings and we matter. We matter. And I am so sorry for everything that is happening globally with women and girls as our rights are being rolled back. I'm so sorry. My solidarity. I stand with you. And that's all I got. All right, guys. You all be great. Y'all have a great one. I'm out of here. All right. Be great. Be fabulous. It's in you. Bye-bye. This is Tanya G.J. Prince. Thanks for listening. Y'all be great.